This next one has managed to once again prove that kicking ass never goes out of style. Cobra Kai Season 5. It's time to talk about it. Let's go! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by CritiX.com, a place where we talk about movies, television, and pop culture. And if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that I talk about here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the moment we've all been waiting for. I've been waiting for this. I've been wanting to talk about this for some time now, and now we're going to talk about Season 5 of Cobra Kai. That's right. It's right around the corner, guys and girls. And I have been lucky enough, me and CritiX.com have been blessed by Netflix to preview this thing in its entirety. And it's here. It's time for us to sit here and get you excited and get you hyped and talk about what we thought about Cobra Kai Season 5. But in good fashion, before I talk about Cobra Kai Season 5, let's talk about what it is. Now, Cobra Kai Season 5 takes place almost immediately after the last season, where we saw Tori take a championship, we saw Eli take a championship, and then we saw Kreese had fallen victim and then was taken away and locked up for a crime that he did not commit. But with that comes in a brand new dojo manager. That's right, Cobra Kai is now under new management, and that leads us into Cobra Kai Season 5. I gotta tell you, and please be warned, there could be possible spoilers in this. If you don't want any spoilers, please step away, come back. We'll talk about it during the weekend after you've seen this, or maybe even come back in a week. I don't care, but I try my best to not spoil anything. Some things may get said that I don't mean, but I'm not purposely going to spoil this thing. But if I say something that you were hoping you didn't know, this is fair warning now. So without further ado, what did I think about Cobra Kai Season 5? Listen, so this season, to me, my one takeaway from this is that this season is all about second chances. And with that, they follow, for the most part, throughout the season, they follow the adults a little bit more than they follow the kids. Now, that's not saying that the kids are not there and they're not involved. They are very much there. They are keeping the rivalry plot moving forward, for the most part. You know, this is all brewing from, you know, the legacy that the adults are leaving for them. You know, this rivalry stems from the 1980s until now, present day. And so, you know, they're kind of still in their little mood, their little funk that they're dealing with. But with this, you get some really rich and heartwarming stuff going on with the adults, especially with Daniel and Amanda and Johnny and Carmen and even Terry Silver, for the most part. Chosen's in the mix now too. We saw him at the end of the last season, and now he's fully in the mix as well. So a lot of this stuff is kind of following them. You even get a little trickling of John Kreese in the mix, but a lot of it is following their demons and things that's going on with them. When it comes to the kids, the only arcs that I can really, you know, hold on to that I really enjoy was Tori, a little Miguel, a little Robbie, especially Kenny in this season. They really hone in on their arcs and what's going on with them. But let's talk about, I don't want to talk about things that I hate yet, things that I did not like. So let's talk about things that I love about this season. Absolutely love. Number one, the team-ups. The team-ups in this season are unmatched. Like, anything that you could have ever, you know, fantasized, dreamt about, wished, hoped, possibly just, you know, in your mind, you're like, I wonder if, or I wish if. Just imagine, like, I believe you're going to get it all in this. You're going to see some team-ups that you never would have thought would have happened ever. You never would have saw it coming. Like, I remain surprised throughout the entire 10 episodes of the amount of team-ups and the type of team-ups that happened in this. Another good thing was the face-offs in this. There are some serious face-offs in this that you won't see. Listen, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they continuously just top every season as though it's the first. Like you think at this point we've done seen it all, but they managed to pull it off every single time, and I just I commend them. Like it's what keeps me engaged in this series is because they always manage to surprise us when we least expect it, even when you think you expect it. I really love um, Johnny's arc in this season. I think it's well deserved a payoff. Like I think that what they're doing with him is really the heart of this season, and that's why I said for me, I don't want to say that. That's too much if I reiterate on that. Just trust me. I think you're really gonna enjoy what they're doing with the adults overall in this, and it's not taking away too much from the kids because the kids are there, and a few of them have some really solid arcs, like Tori, like Kenny, like Miguel, like Robbie. Like I really think. Um, there's a good enough balance there, but for the most part, a lot of it is really revolving around the grown-ups in a positive way, in a really real positive way. I kind of went back and forth with this. I did a review. I did an earlier review of this with a colleague of mine from Big Gold Belt Media, and the conversation came up about what was my favorite episode from this season, and I said number 10. I really enjoyed the climax of the season, and he said number 5. And then I went back and I rewatched the entire season all over again, so I've seen it twice, just to kind of like just dive deeper into it, and kind of I saw it the first time, I got my fix out the way, and then I was like, let me really go in and really pay attention to this thing. And I can't lie, guys and girls, I can't. Episode 5 and episode 10 are like this for me. They're like this. Like you get some really rich stuff in 5. Like I'm talking about, listen, buckle your seatbelt. But episode 10 for me really brought it home. The last episode of the season really brings it home. You get some really satisfying stuff in this overall season period. But for me, 5 and 10 are really tough to choose from for me as far as what episode is the best. I just really think that they really nailed it and really learned how to bring it home continuously. I don't understand how they do that. So now that I've gotten the things that I really love about this season out the way, let me talk a little bit about the things that I just really I wasn't really happy about. Now, we all know that this dojo now is kind of, it's under new management. Terry Silver is now the head of Cobra Kai, and you can essentially call this Karate Kid 3 2.0. Like, this is literally like a sequel to the Karate Kid 3 storyline. What I mean by that is that you're going to see a lot of the lore of Karate Kid 3 kind of mixed in this season in a good way. We get a little bit more about Terry Silver. There's a lot more backstory about a lot of things, even including how Daniel and Amanda actually met, which I thought was really rich and really cool, the way they kind of like tie that in. You won't see it coming, trust me. And yeah, keep an eye open for maybe some possible cameos. You never know. But Terry Silver is now in charge of Cobra Kai. So we all know that Terry likes to throw his money around, and he flaunts, and no expenses, big enough. So the dojo, the new Cobra Kai dojo, I almost felt like they did this on purpose, but it's a little bit much for me. Like, it literally kind of feels like a nightclub was built on the Death Star. Like it It's a little, it's neon, the LED lights and everything. Just to me, it was like I hate looking at this place. Like it makes me uncomfortable. Like I know that they're the villains or whatever, but the bad, like it just really makes me uncomfortable. And I think maybe they did it on purpose to kind of make you feel that way when you look at it. But for me, I hated every scene that they like. It just was just too much for me. Like I don't know. That could just be me, but whatever. Other than that, yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Cobra Kai dojo. I don't like the new look. They kind of changed the logo a little bit, and it makes me uncomfortable. And I think they probably did it on purpose. Let me know if you feel the same way, because it was kind of weird. Like I don't know. I didn't like the lights and everything like that. It was kind of weird. You know what's so funny is it kind of looks like my set. Maybe that's why I didn't like it. Another thing I didn't like, John Kreese. He has a bit of a story arc in this as well that I was okay with going in, but by the wrap of it, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm still on the fence because I don't know. I don't know how I feel because I don't want to talk too much about it, but I'm still on the fence about it. It just know that I was into it, and then immediately when it wrapped, I was like, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see. Hopefully there'll be a 6 and we'll find out what's going on. But yeah, I wasn't really a fan of that. Third, Sam LaRusso. I need more with her, man. Like, I felt like in the beginning seasons that she was going to be a primary, like, legacy character for this new generation. And I just need more than, self-doubt and boy troubles with her. Like, I feel like the same arc every season with her. Like, I need, like, either a real dramatic turn or a real positive turn. But I'm over the self-doubt, fear, boy issues with, like, she's more than that. She's bigger than that. I see characters like Devin is her name. I forget what the Asian girl, I forget what her name is. I see her. I see Tori. I see, I just see them getting, just getting a little bit more. And everybody around her, like even the boys, you know what I mean? Like Miguel's been through his thing, Eli's been through his thing, Robbie's been through his thing, even oh man, I can't even remember these guys now. I always know their names until I'm talking about it. The nerd kids, I can't remember his name. I just feel like I need more. I need more than self-doubt, fear, and boy issues with Sam. Like, I really believe in that character. She's a LaRusso, for Christ's sakes. Like, come on. Let's give her something. But, yeah, I mean, those are probably the only things about this season that I'm really not digging. Other than one more thing. Kenny. Yeah, that's the Kenny. That little bastard. Oh, my God. That little bastard. I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys will all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, no. Other than that, I think they do a really, really great job of the season once again. They never cease to surprise, and they just know how to, tell these stories about these characters, and I appreciate it. But the team ups and the face offs in this thing, guys, I'm trying to tell you. You're not ready. You're not expecting it, especially the climax of the season. You think that they can't top the finale of the last season, or the finale of the season before that, or the finale of the season before that, and somehow they nail it. And trust me, this season they nail it once more. And I'm really, really, really excited about you guys seeing this and being able to talk with you all about it when it happens. There's some cool little nods and callbacks to, they're repeating lines. They do this in all the other seasons where they say lines that other characters have said. Like there's a Miyagi line, there's a Bobby line, one of Johnny's boys. There's also some callbacks to old 80s films, which I think this is a Netflix thing. Like I think they're throwing things in on purpose because they know they have properties that they're working on. Like for instance, we all know that Beverly Hills Cop 4 is on its way. For those of you living under a rock. So, of course, there's an iconic Axel Foley line tossed into this season that you'll miss if you don't pay attention. But it's in casual conversation, and one of the characters says it, and I was like, immediately, Beverly Hills Cop, really? Ding, ding, ding. I know why. But yeah, it's cool. They throw a nod in there. I think there's even a Terminator one in there somewhere too. But yeah, man, other than that, it's pretty cool. But you guys, I need to know, are you excited to see this? Like, are you going to be watching? Are you going to binge this immediately when it drops, or are you going to wait over the weekend and kind of, trickle it out? Take your time until the weekend's over. I need to know so that we can all come and talk about this. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. Come back, talk to me so we can talk about this Cobra Kai thing, because it's one of my favorite shows on television right now or on streaming, okay? So again, make sure you like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, make sure you guys check out wearecritics.com. And I will talk to you all later. Peace.